is going to start with a 400-meter run, and then you're going to come in and do 3 rounds. The first thing are going to be air squats at tempo. So 4, 4, 4, 0. So it's going to take 4 seconds to go down, 4 at the bottom, 4 to come up, and 0 seconds resting at the top. So get in your squat stance. Make sure the chest stays up and the back stays straight. Again, 4 seconds to come down. And then I'm going to sit at the bottom for 4 seconds. And then I'm going to come up 4 seconds. As soon as I hit full extension, I'm going to go right back down. So you have 5 reps there. The next thing you have is a seesaw walk. So one leg is on the ground. You can have a slight bend in that leg. The other one stays locked out, strong dorsiflexion. You can go ahead and put your hands at your sides. And I'm going to pivot at the hip, coming down in a seesaw motion to what I call the tabletop position. So I want my body to be straight, and I want it to be parallel to the ground. And then I'll come back to the top, all the way through. A couple of things to note. This one is also tempo. So I want you to take 4 seconds to come down, 4 seconds holding in that tabletop position, 4 seconds to come back up, and then go right into it. You're going to do 3 per side. The other thing I want you to think of is keeping the hips squared to the ground and not allowing them to open up towards the outside. So keep them squared, 4 seconds down, holding 4 seconds here, and then 4 seconds to come back. All right, after the seesaw walk, you're going to do retractions, 10 retractions. So from a good push-up position, hands under the shoulders, feet outside the shoulders, relax through the shoulders, allowing the shoulders to come together, and then press them away from each other, spine to the roof. So nice, slow, and controlled, 10 reps here. Then you're going to do 10 toe touches with a rotation, so count every single rep. I'm going to go back, touch my toe, come forward, rotate to the sky. That's 1, come back down, the other side, toe touch, come forward, rotate open. That's 2, all the way to 10. The last thing you will do is a dead bug. Let me get this. It's been raining, it's wet. So here we go. Dead bug. Okay. So you're going to go for a minute, and you're going to split 30 seconds and 30 seconds between 2 different types. The first one you will do is a 4-way dead bug. So here's my dead bug position. Lower back is glued to the ground at all times. Head is on the ground, shoulders on the ground. Legs up and extended, dorsiflexion, hands up. All 4 limbs go at the same time. All the way down, all the way up. When you do get to the bottom, down here, you don't rest your legs on the ground. Now, the range that you go is dependent on your lower back. So as I lower my legs down, if my lower back starts to lift, I need to stop and go back up. And that is my range of motion. All right, so the first 30 seconds is that 4-way. The last 30 is contralateral or opposite. So one leg at a time. Pull opposite leg, opposite arm. Nice, slow, and controlled. Make sure the leg that's not moving stays straight. You may need to lower it towards the ground to keep it locked out. All right, have a good warm-up. Today's WOD is a hero WOD, Heidi. So you have 23 minutes to do as many rounds as possible, AMRAP. So your first, it's simple. All the reps are 23 reps. So the first one's air squats, 23 air squats, chest up, back straight, full depth all the way down, all the way up to extension. You have 23 reps there. You have 23 push-ups. Good, perfect push-ups. Hands underneath the shoulders, feet outside, elbows come out at a 45 from the torso, chest hits, all the way back to extension. You don't need to go slow motion like that. There you go. If you can't do perfect with keeping the hips up or doing the worm, then do incline. So I have this sweet parallel that I just made. I can do my incline on these parallettes. If you need to though, you can go down to your knees. All right, the next thing you have are kettlebell swings. So here we go. Get in an athletic stance, so feet are outside the shoulders, toes forward. I want to make sure that I keep my chest up like I'm proud. And here's your kettlebell swing. You're gonna go Russian. So I'm making contact with my inner thigh with my wrist and then driving my hips forward to get the weight up. All right, so you got that. If you don't have a kettlebell or a dumbbell to swing, what you will do instead of that are in and outs. So from the push-up position, you will hop your feet forward outside of your hands, toes forward, also known as the athletic stance, and then hop them back so you're fully extended. Your goal is to break the plane of your hand on these in and outs. All right, the next thing you have are jump lunges, 23 total. Yeah, it's uneven. Deal with it, you're gonna be fine. Start in a lunge position already, so nice and wide. My feet should be right outside my shoulders. Back knees just off the ground, 90-degree angle on this back one. Put your hands up and go, hop up. Now, when you're doing this, you should be driving off of both legs as opposed to leaning forward and just using that front leg. So both legs are driving me up out of this position, and when I land, I'm still landing in that wide lunge stance. 23 reps. Okay, you got 23 sit-ups next. Butterfly sit-ups. Bottoms of your feet together. Shoulders have to go back and touch the ground, and then you come forward so that the shoulders pass the hip line. You can think about touching right here outside of your toes. A few things, if you want a good challenge, I recommend just keeping your hands down and coming up, as opposed to throwing my hands up to get me up. So keep your hands down low, all the way down, all the way up. That's your sit-ups. Lastly, you've got box jumps. I don't have a box, but if you're gonna do a box jump, right, hips go back, jump up, land soft. Do not slam onto the box, and always keep your eyes on the prize. If you don't have box jumps, you're gonna do what I'm gonna do, which is our broad jumps. So same concept from my athletic stance, drive the hips back, drive them forward to extension, and hop. You have 23. All right, that's your hero WOD. Have a good one.